Which one times out first then?
Yes.
Got you.
So there's the Void Spirit. Of these fights, that the only way to get kills is with Ice Blast. Without Ice Blast, it feels pretty scary for Liquid. They might have to play the farm game if their first few don't go well.
There's no such carry can pick. They ban so much carry, good carries.
Yeah, the Naga Siren that Effie mentioned earlier is still in the pool, but I don't think it's that good against the Underlord.
No.
It's not. And the Slark would have been the Leash into Cold Feed combination, and Gaiman take that out.
That's a clutch ban. The OD, it's an easy one to forget, but it is a Quinn specialty. And against the Void Spirit, it would dominate this game for sure.
So what still dominates the Void Spirit in that mid lane that is still in? Of course, Gaming Gladiators get overall last pick. They get to also see what Team Liquid throws at them and then try to solve the puzzle with their overall last.
I wish they can pick a Timbersaw as carry, and they just go Void Spirit to build physical damage. They can counter all lanes, I think.
On the side of Team Liquid?
Yeah, Team Liquid pick Timbersaw, maybe. But that's crazy, yeah. That's not normal.
What about Leshrac also for GG? They haven't busted out the Quinn Lesh in a while, but I'm looking at this Oracle and it does feel like a pseudo IO. You can look for a pairing like that from the mid lane. And I feel like it would have a strong lane versus a Void Spirit. Team Liquid are having an issue right now on their 23 pick because all the solid laners in Seeker and Slark are out.
Yeah.
And you do want some kind of setup for AA, but Liquid aren't much of a Naga team. Tundra would for sure go Naga here, but Mike has not played it once this tournament.
It's the Ursa. Does that count as a setup?
Not really, but at least it's a strong laner versus Underlord, and it gives them objectives. It'll give them Roche and Tormentor. But I don't necessarily like it very much in this game, to be honest. And the reason why I don't like it is I think that there's just so much damage negation coming out of GG that Ursa isn't going to be able to have that much impact early game. He might have to farm.
Not a lot of lockdown on the side of Team Liquid. Can Gaming Gladiators take their advantage of that? Any hero left in the pool that would thrive in that situation?
I like Lesh a lot. I also like Puck, potentially, for Quinn. But they're thinking a lot about this pick. What do you think Faithion could be?
Puck is good. Puck is
You like
very
the Puck?
good, yeah.
Puck is really good, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you explain a little bit why you like the Puck?
They just no skill to kill Puck, and Puck is a classic counter to Void Spirit. Void Spirit. Yeah, it's Puck.
There it is.
And easy to kill AA.
So for the reasons you mentioned, the Puck comes out. Like we said, the Dream Coil is very good against Void. The two picks remaining were the Lesh and the Puck. And yeah, it looks really solid. I think Puck's become a little bit harder to play versus Doom in the late game with the new Axe Scepter. But if Quinn plays a solid early game, I think Liquid might just get rolled over because their picks don't feel like they can fight back well enough in the early game to scale to the late game. So I'm favoring GG in this game 3.
Yeah, I'm also going with GG. I think they are just too solid. And actually, I don't think this Ursa can beat Underlord at this lane. Because Underlord and Koto, they just have so much damage. They can just push waves. So I think GG a better game.
Yeah, I agree. The wave push that's coming out of GG is going to make Ursa's lane very difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I think like a lot of the time people see the Ursa versus Alk matchup, and that historically has favored Ursa. It doesn't look like that on this patch. Alchemist is a different beast. This is a really overpowered hero. And same with the Underlord. Like the Underlord with the Coddle in lane, just spam out the waves. Ursa can't really dumpster these melee heroes like he used to be able to when he was a lot more overpowered. So I would say, yeah, I'm in agreement with both of you that Gaimin will take this.
All right, let's find out whoever wins this on match point. Who will take the third game of this best of 5 grand finals? We're finding out together with OD Pixel and NoTail.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, absolutely looking forward to getting into this Game 3 of Gaming Gladiators and Liquid. With the draft done, NoTail, we very much heard from the panel. They seem to really like what Gaming Gladiators had going on, and especially as predicted by them as well, this final pick, the puck for Quinn, is one of his best heroes.
It's not often that we get to see a late pick puck on this patch so far. I gotta say, it's a really good Oracle game. We also see Ace back on a team fight hero, or a hero that can offer his team a better skill set. I think what Faith Beyond said is also super relevant to the way this game is going to go. Like, how is this Underlord going to lane? How is this going to turn out? Can Ursa get a good start? Can they shut down the Underlord and delay his items? If they don't, I'm also worried for Liquid. I think a lot will depend on the Oracle, because Faith eating alone can take away more or less all of Liquid's damage, minus the Ursa and well, eventual physical damage from Nisha. But yeah, also if they manage to delay the Radiance from Alk, I can see how Liquid could take advantage of this, build up stronger second timing, get a BKB, go for the Roche play. So small things will decide the outcome of this game, I think. The lanes, the runes, and whether or not, you know, some random solo kill could happen mid, I think might also play a huge part. Foxy...
He's going to be able to know that there's something up there with the smoke dispelling, so Liquid, they won't take any further steps towards this high ground, and the Gaming Gladiators will be waiting for them.
Ooh, the Sentry Ward is just in range if they go to check. Sentry Ward, is this a Sentry Ward? No. Why is this called Sentry Ward on my screen? You see that?
30 seconds.
It's a ward.
Oh, but they've not just renamed it, right?
Yeah, but it's called Sentry Ward on my screen. I don't know if I'm experiencing a bug. We got one mid, two mid from each, one mid from each team.
Let's see around these bounties.
Yeah, I mean, Boxy might get caught here. We see him.
The battle begins.
We're going to see if they can go. They've got the concoction level 1. Dyrachio. He leads in.
Quinn, are they gonna give it to him?
I mean, he'd love to grab it. He's going to jump over with the orb. And
Yep.
they'll set it up for him perfectly.
Oh,
First blood
boy.
for Quinn to start
Damn.
this Game 3.
Nisha is not happy about that one. This is usually a turnable matchup for either side. I think the runes also change massively how the heroes can get to play. They're both like very side lane heavy. Void Spirit getting a good rune can easily rotate to especially the safe lane, but also the underworld lane, and vice versa. If Puck gets a good rune, free kill on the supports, threatens the Ursa, threatens the Doom. I'm very curious to see the top lane Insania versus Tofu. We've seen this card out-trade a lot of range heroes. He now starts with Blinding Light. He has a really good animation. He doesn't have the highest right-click damage, but yeah, just from the animation plus the mischance and how you can put heroes in a bad situation, you can out-trade them. It's not something that we see very often. A hasn't been picked very much by most teams. And I don't think we've seen the A Oracle yet. It used to be a thing of the past. It was very popular to have these two heroes in the same game.
Whose favour did it normally sort of end up going in? You know, which sort of support ends up feeling nice to play in that?
I'm an Oracle believer.
Yeah.
I think people sometimes used to pick A against Oracle, but for the most part, people pick the Oracle into the AA. There's a funny interaction with the ultis. If you're able to wait a couple seconds for the Ice Blast to have hit and to let it tick down, that's when you can throw your ult. Because it lasts for 7 seconds on Oracle, and the first level of ulti on AA lasts 10. So you have to wait 3 seconds for level 1. And if you do it after that, then the heal will kick in. But it's also, you can dispel cold feet, bottom lane, some good damage inside, or no.
Boxy's going to be ready to jump. Infernal Blade onto Dyrachyo. He's in with the blast off. Dyrachyo's gone.
Wow.
They'll lose Zai in return. So there's the trade's been made between the cores. Carry for the offlane.
Yeah, I think you're quite happy if you're Liquid. Plus the lane looks to be pushing back into the Doom. But if Doom can delay the Alk's game for his own game, he's always going to accept that. Delaying Alk is more important than anything. Yeah, the lane gets back. Very good for Liquid. Top lane, Ace, he is going for the boots first. We see this quite often. We've seen it against the Monkey Kings. And I think it's the same concept versus the Ursa. Like if you rush the Vanguard, you're just playing into the Jingu, or in this case, you're playing into the Overpower, Fury Swipes.
Yeah, very easy to sort of save one another. Just having the movement speed on Ace and Tofu, of course, with that blinding light, ready to push back Mickey any time that the Ursa tries to go aggressive onto the Underlord. Many ways to allow Ace to farm pretty freely up here.
Yeah, and for Sai, he's going to try to get the Vanguard as soon as he can. Mid lane, Quinn, not affected yet by the first blood. Nisha, not affected. Oh, what is this? No orb.
Indeed, he's got the Waning Rift, so we'll manage to keep his distance. So Nisha trading well, and as you say, there's definitely not sort of the setup from that beginning that shows here in the matchup.
I thought it would look better.
Slight CS lead. Quinn again.
Oh.
With the creep wave coming in, so Remnant won't connect. Boxy is looking for a chance to jump on this.
This is a very tense moment. I don't know if Quinn is going to be able to contest the CS.
They're both so low here in the mid lane. And Boxy just messing with him as much as he can. Throw forward the mine. I mean, Boxy can go for this. He's going to try under the tower, but it's not enough burst.
Oh, it was so close for the sticky bomb to also have the range AoE. I think that would have turned into a kill. Quinn having to go back to base just before the 4-minute rune spawn. I think that feels kind of bad. Void Spirit doesn't have to miss this wave. He gets the bounty rune, and he'll get the water rune. Might even get 2. I think Celery will try to stop that though.
We've seen many times in this tournament Boxy just making these nice little moves around the mid that have given Nisha the edge in quite a few circumstances in these early minutes.
The AI skill build is always interesting to see. Some people go for higher levels cold feet. Some people go for the max level ice vortex.
Boxy.
Bottom lane.
He's going to get the jump onto Dyrachyo. It's going to be off the mark with the mine. He gets that and he may have
I think
very well got the kill.
Boxy almost always hits the sticky bombs, but a rare miss.
And still, Dyrachyo is going to have to take the walk back to base. A bit of time that he's forced out. As you can see in the CS so far, he's the lowest out of the cores. Definitely having the slightly rougher time. The pressure the Liquid's managed to put onto him.
Yeah. Quinn is also surpassed by the Void Spirit, even though he got the first blood. It's, I think Nisha somehow managed to reel it back. Some people really love this matchup, but Puck was the ultimate last pick. So I wonder what Quinn sees. I think it's the coil value and the supports. It's really nice to play Puck against these types of supports.
He's pretty slippery this game as well. Sort of outside the Remnant or a Doom. This Puck in the mid-game fights. He's going to be tricky for Liquid to keep locked down.
And you have a classic combo that we used to see a lot around TI3. The Alliance coddle Puck. You are always able to blinding light them out of the coil, force the stun. And Chakra Magic is also very good for the Puck skill set.
See around the mid. Already
setting up for the 6-minute rune.
It's going to be a big point for both teams to look towards. Bottom. Dyrachyo tries to step up, but again, Boxy's there ready to keep Zai covered. He gets in aggressively with the blast off. This time not bringing down Dyrachyo, low enough for Zai to push on for a kill. Heals and so this was just a straight up save from Celery. More than ready to hold them back with a root.
Nisha's going to get the 6 first, and it's going to be 6-minute rune spawning up. Quinn is trying really hard to nuke out the wave. Is he going to get it from the range creep? He does.
Nisha's going to play aggressively and kill off Tofu. Oof. Him and Insane are able to take him down, and they'll set up for that rune, and it's a good one. Arcane rune into the bottle for Nisha.
That's a very good one. Yeah, a little bit slower game than some of the previous ones, I feel like. The other games we've had 6 kills in 4 minutes. Simon's 4 at 6.
I mean, Boxy, he's trying his best to shake that up. He's constantly moving from the bottom lane to the mid lane, looking for opportunities to jump.
And Celery also having really good XP on the Oracle already. This is a hero you top lane.
See if they can take Ace down. Tofu's going to be here to help out. In fact, AC just turns and takes out Mickey. What? They tried to push him for the kill on the Underlord, but it weren't happening. Ace stands his ground, and Mickey, he dies for his efforts.
Cornucopia. Copia.
That's a rough one. They can get the push going in a bit on this top lane. We'll see again this attempt here. Mickey feeling that he could step up. He already got sort of a couple of stacks going onto Ace. Couldn't quite get that last hit in. Tofu comes in with the blast. Played it risky there to see if he could find the kill.
Celery. He went for the wisdom rune. Oh, what a player. What a player. He's juking so hard. Ankles are broken. Oh, they find him.
They're looking for him. Zai. He'll head over as well to help Boxy out.
It's going to take some time to kill him, though. Oh, he doesn't get the second heal on himself.
They're in with the jump. He's gone. Boxy
Top
picks
lane.
up the kill.
Nisha.
This time Mickey's got the backup of the Void Spirit. Nisha leading in onto Ace. Must jump across with the Astral Step. Ace, he's surrounded. He's going to try to get out with the Fiend's Gate, but he won't make it. Nisha offering enough damage with this rotation to take Ace down this time. Mickey stays alive.
It's going to be the 8-minute rune. Quinn going for the treads on the puck first. Very interested to see what kind of item build he's going to go for overall.
Looks like he's going to go full aggressive, get that Witch Blade out as soon as he can.
Yeah.
And he knows that he doesn't really have to build items to protect himself. Should be able to jump around freely, and if he does get caught, can be bailed out by Celery on the Oracle.
Can dispel the other remnant.
And with the jump of the blast elf, Baron's going to end up being bottom. Quinn will lay down the Dream Coil onto Nisha alone. Nisha gets the pullback on Celery with the remnant. They'll use the blinding light combo here towards the end of the Dream Coil, but Nisha, he's more than fine, jumps in aggressively, looks to finish on Tofu and Quinn. As Quinn has to jump away, he'll escape, but Celery will not, as Gaming Gladiators lose both their supports.
Yeah, it looked scary for a moment there for Nisha, but the raindrop and the power treads, strength, universal hero. I don't know if that matters in this case, but not enough damage. Coddle Oracle. This Oracle hits special timings. Like, it's one of the best heroes to get early level 5 and early level 7 on. Just the nature of Fortune's End and Purifying Flames. If you manage to get early levels, it feels like a completely different hero. You can cut through the raindrops, you're the king of these early fights. But yeah, I was commenting on his XP gain, but now it's 3 minutes later and he's still level 4.
Dracho backing off from the lane now that Zai, he's hit the 6, so always will be that imminent threat of a Doom coming out on whoever steps up to that bottom lane to pick up the farm, pick up the XP. See if he can start to catch things up in the jungle. Yeah, still at the top, but not quite as far ahead as he wants to. We'll see if he can catch up and get back to a good Radiance time.
Check. Yo. Ada Jos? Suara orang ada kan? Suara ada. Oke. Biasa malam. So. Kamu kayak suka orang solo lah, main solo lah. Kok 100 jam ya? Pergi. Gue aing hayang main bounty hunter anjing. Aing hayang main bounty hunter. Aing hayang main bounty hunter. Sok maneh mid Jos. Aing support we. Anjing. Aing bounty hunter anjing. Aing bounty hunter. Bounty orang. WR boleh mana? WR boleh lah WR. Kalau misalkan mau WR. Bego ini main besar anjing. Big main besar anjing. Baik, orang nyicil aja, orang mau nyicil. Orang mau nyicil baik. Orang mau nyicil. ilah tai anjing. 1000 anjing, 1098 bangsat anjing. 1000 eta anjing. Karena 1000. Anjing sadowokna euy, aing salah ya. Ngadu nyokot agen imsat kan. Jadi bisa mereka batur. Deui lah anjing. Sok. Aing dek bonti deui Dek bonti deui. Saha? Oh, bodo amat aja nu penting aing beunghar anjing. Orang dua nana cacat aja dihandap ge. Dua nana cacat, Medusa jeung terona ge. Bercanda anjing. Selesai jina meuli ieu word anjing. Nya miskin atuh anjing. Ini bareng harga anjing supportna anjing. Bareng harga supportna orang yang si ieu fenge anjing. Heeh. Enggak orang servisin tadi teh orang ngambil talent servisin biar maneh trackannya kelihatan. Orang ngambil talent servisin biar trackannya kelihatan. Anu K20 emang nggak dapat maneh. Eta teh jadi pandanganna katingali. Maneh katingali teh siga nama kieu service teh ketika musuhna di track kurang si eta mapna kabuka siga ops di ini observer sigana orang tak apa sih karek make deui. Sok anjing BH di band anjing BH di band anjing bangke ini sok mid jos anjing aing dik make moal mereka anjing terhayang main santai aing. Ricky tong beli tenggo jos tong beli tenggo baik ku aing dibere maya tong beli tenggo me kejar botol